Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to EGFC Week 5. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day. My name is George GNC Overton. No idea what's going on my lips here, but we are here today for Week 5 of EGFC Season 3. It should be really good. We've got some great games coming up for you guys, starting it off with George Washington University versus Iona College. Iona firmly at the top of the table, looking very, very strong. George Washington having a good start to the season, actually, firmly solidifying themselves in the top four, who are looking quite good, to be honest. I'm rather excited to see how they get on and how they progress through the year, and obviously as we go on through the season. But as you can see, the games we've got coming up today, before we get into games, you can hear that are underway. George Washington University versus Iona College, Manhattan College versus Fairfield, St. Peter's University, William & Mary, and Marquette versus St. John's. That seems wrong. The last one, no, that is right. I need to trust myself. The last one should be a banger either way. And William & Mary, obviously, off the back of a fantastic win versus St. John's. So we'll have to see how they get on. But George Washington University versus Iona College. This is two of the top four teams in the tournament. So we'll have to see how they get on. Can Iona really come out here and show that they are the best team in the tournament? Because George Washington, I think they're second at the moment. I think they're second or third. So we'll have to see how they do. Messi looking for some skills. Little step over into the turn. Lovely little roulette shuffle. And looks at the shot just wide of the post. Can't quite get the finish he wants. It was close though. Very close. Good early chance for Iona. Iona getting the lion's share of possession so far in this game, to be honest. They just holding on to everything. They're really good with skills, but here could be George Washington University's first chance. It's on the break, and it's going to be the first goal of the game, and it's going to be Lionel Messi on that right foot. And that was a little bit against the run of play, but George Washington will not care. They will take the first blood. They will take the first goal. And they're going to be happy with that. Now, can they build some momentum and run with it here? Messi coming forward, going to look for the shot, but Donnarumma not taken off guard in those situations. I do apologise for the delay. There is I think the clocks have gone backwards, actually. So, I didn't realise the clocks went backwards, and yeah. A little bit late. But either way, we move. Marquinhos on the ball for some reason. Going to take on the shot. Interesting. I've got the scoreboard the wrong way around. I do apologise, guys. Let me just fix that. There we go. George Washington University are 1-0 up. George Washington in the blue kit and Iona in the white. Mbappe coming forward. Great pass to Neymar. Donnarumma comes out, asserts himself. Great bit of goalkeeping. Very strong. You love to see it. Sergio Ramos running forward, carrying the ball. Mbappe. Back to Neymar. Neymar shuffling around, doing that nice left stick dribbling. Keeping it close to his body. Plays the ball for Kylian Mbappe! And George Washington University are looking really, really good here. Taking a 2-0 lead against Iona College. Something I didn't think I would be saying today. But a fantastic start to the game nonetheless for the new club. 24 minutes in, 2 goals to 0. Beautiful start. They could even look to go for more here. Kylian Mbappe's been sent down the wing. Ball played into the middle. Can't quite get anything from it. Messi intercepts the ball. Great bit of pressing. Hakimi. Neymar now. A lovely little directional nutmeg, but it just takes the ball a bit too far away from him. Unfortunately, this is not FIFA 21. Doesn't work as well this year. Well, honestly, it doesn't really work this year, to be honest. Marquinhos trying to pass his way out of trouble, but he's found himself in a little bit of danger. Hakimi bails him out. Great tackle. Wins the ball back. Wijnaldum. Lionel Messi. Gives it to Neymar, but Kimpembe, with a good little bit of awareness, takes the ball away. Messi once again looking for Mbappe in the middle, can't quite find him. Looks for him again and easily cut out by Jorginho Wijnaldum. And now George Washington can come forward with Messi, with Mbappe, with Neymar, but the pass is weak. Mbappe does recover though. And Marquinhos looking to press as hard as he can. Messi on the ball looking to twist and turn, get away from the Spaniard, but he can't quite do it. Sergio Ramos, although, he's getting a little bit older, he's still a veteran mind. He's very, very smart, tactile. Oh, Hakimi with a dangerous tackle. I don't know if the ref even called advantage, but here comes Marco Verratti, and we've seen him score quite a few goals in this tournament, but clearly not going to see one today. Wijnaldum gives the ball out wide for Lionel Messi. In the middle, could potentially play it, but looks at the shot himself, and what a shot it is. Lionel Messi brings it back to the 1-goal deficit. 2-1 now to George Washington University. Iona have scored the first goal of the game and got themselves on the sheet. Messi coming forward for George Washington. Gives it to Neymar. Back to Sergio Ramos. So they look to break down this defence. Mbappe running it in, looking to get down to the line, and Wijnaldum is there. It's a beautiful back heel. It's a beautifully well worked goal. George Washington University regained their lead just before the half-time whistle, and at the half-time whistle pretty much. And wow, what a game we have on our hands today, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. It's a great start. Obviously, you see Iona, they've been playing really well all season long so far. For them to be, bested so far by George Washington University, who haven't been the perfect team. I think they've had a few troubles here and there. Is quite refreshing to see. They seem to have found an answer to Iona so far in this game. Neymar Jr. on the ball once again for George Washington. Can't quite find the shot though. Blocked by Sergio Ramos, who always seems to be in those areas. Hakimi versus Neymar. Hakimi just so fast. Probably, in my opinion, the best right back to use on this FIFA. So quick, so good on the ball. Good interception by Jean Bernat. Ball play to Jorginho Wijnaldum. Beautiful ball roll, but Donnarumma had no right to save that, but he did. Out for a corner. Hakimi looking for the pass to Ramos, but not quite the man you want in that situation. Mbappe, can he get round the defenders? That's the question. He's twisting, he's turning, looking for a route to goal. Has he found it here? Can play it in the middle, but no. Kimpembe cuts it out. Fantastic defending from the Frenchman. There is a run down the wing if Marco Verratti can find it. Of course he can. The Italian man, he knows how to pass the ball in the middle to Kylian Mbappe. And there it is. That's number 4. George Washington University making it look as easy as you like. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 4-1 to George Washington University. Obviously, we've still got the second leg to come. So it's not all dead and buried yet. But wow, what a fantastic game this has been so far. Neymar looking for the shot. Kylian Mbappe, acres of space. And he finds the back of the net. 4-2 now. Goals flying in left, right and centre here in this game. The first game of week 5 for EGFC Season 3. 4-2. Iona top of the table. George Washington University second in the table. Sorry, third in the table. Wijnaldum. Bernat does so well. So well to just get in between him and the ball. Verratti. Great tackle once again. About 25 minutes left to go. Is there going to be another couple of goals in this one? And potentially a thriller. Maybe Iona come back. It's only 2 goals. We've seen crazier things. Messi running into the area, looking for the pass, and it will be offside in this situation. Been a fantastic game so far, though. Thank you for joining us. If you are new to EGFC, it is a American collegiate tournament, so colleges and universities. And it's great, to be honest. It's a good little tournament. And that's a terrible tackle. That should be a red card. And it will be. Messi's going to get a red card. They are going to be about Lionel Messi for the last 20 minutes of this game. And as you can see, the pause will come out. And this could be the turning of the tides for Iona. This could be their chance to get a couple of goals back. So, basically, the best way to explain it is this aggregate scoreline. So if the home team scores 2 goals in the first game and then the away team scores 2 goals in the second game, it will be 2-2 on aggregate, and it will go to a third game, like a decider game. It's quite easy. Obviously, once you get into home and away goals in like the Champions League, it does get more complicated. Two games per set. It's the best of 2. And then obviously there's a decider if the scoreline isn't. There isn't a decider. The scoreline isn't decided. Chance for Kylian Mbappe hits the post. Very, very close indeed to being the 5th goal for George Washington. I'm so surprised. At how well they're doing. I'll be very interested to see what happens in the second game. I'm very excited for it now. Mbappe out wide to Hakimi. They need to try and at least get 1 goal back here in this game. They're a man up, Iona. They need to be pressing to try and get themselves back in this one. Mbappe. Good tackle by Ramos. Fantastic stuff from George Washington. Playing very, very well. Unfortunate to get the red card, but it was a lazy tackle. It was misread, misjudged. Here comes Bernat. Hakimi. It looks at the fake shot. I'm not sure if it was the correct move in the situation. Hakimi, Verratti. Because it's a Lionel Messi, but Sergio Ramos sees the problem, cuts it out, gets the ball moving for his team coming forward, and that will be offside once again. The pause will come out, and although there isn't really too much to do, there could be a chance for Iona potentially get back in this one. George Washington with the red card. The overlay you can't see. It's quite annoying. I know. It wasn't a very good tackle. It was from behind, studs. I know that you can't control the player doing studs up, but it was from behind. It was really, really late. Definitely a red card. Ball going to be kicked out of play, and that'll be the full-time whistle being blown. George Washington 4, Iona 2. A fantastic start to the day for George Washington, and we'll have to see if Iona can bounce back from this one, because obviously they're top of the table. They're probably the best team in the league overall right now. But the question is, this is a tough task for them. They need to bounce back here to preserve their lead. But either way, fantastic start to the day. Fantastic first game. As you can see, I'm not joined by anyone at the moment because I think the clocks went back in the UK, something like that. And yeah, it was a little bit late. I think we both were. And my beard is gone. So, you know, if you like tuning in to see my beard, it is now gone. But either way, we're going to throw it to a quick break. And then we'll be right back with the second game of the series. We are on a little bit of delay, so I do apologise, but we'll be back as soon as possible and we'll get right back into these games.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EGFC Week 5, Season 3. And we are here for the second leg of the day, and well, finally I'm joined by my friend Unchanged. He is here, he is ready, and we're ready to bring you the second leg between Iona and George Washington University.
Very much so. I managed to catch the end of the last game, so that it was a 4-2 victory in favour of George Washington, which is an upset victory in terms of the way these two sides were coming into this game. Obviously, George Washington did pick up a good win against Manhattan last week, so they are running off of some good momentum and seem to be carrying it well into this week as well. Yeah,
definitely. It's a nice change of scenery to see Iona. It's always been a story of... Oh, that was a little bit of a dodgy pass. It's always been a story of Iona kind of dominating their opponents so far in this tournament. They have looked very, very good, so it is nice to see that a team can bring it to them and can try and take some points away from them. But we will have to see, as it is a completely different game now, second game of the series, and we shall have to see how George Washington can handle them. But here comes Lionel Messi, gives the ball to Kylian Mbappe, and he's through on goal, and he puts it in the back of the net. Would you expect anything less? 1-0 to Iona. That makes it 4-3 to George Washington on aggregate now.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be more comfortable. That's exactly what Iona wanted, a nice early goal to get the momentum on their side moving forward in this game. Like I said, that's perfect for them coming into this. That's exactly what they'd have been looking for. They don't want to mess about here. They want to be trying to get this game over and done with as quickly as they can and brush aside that first loss of this. It seems like they're doing that fairly well as they go another goal up with some smooth moves in the box. There's some very, very good dribbling. Control.
Definitely. I think Iona swapped players for the second game, and I think this is Iona's higher ranked player, he seems very, very good on the ball, put it that way. But either way, 2-0 14 minutes in. It's a little bit like what we saw in the first leg. George Washington went 2-0 up in I think it was 25 minutes in or something like that. So we'll have to see if George Washington can barricade the fort down, hold on for a bit, because you can't keep conceding goals at this rate. If not, you're just going to lose the game. You're going to lose the game rapidly. All level now, and we'll have to see if George Washington can get back into it. But Iona, they're pressing, looking for more goals. Kimpembe will cut out the pass, and they can go on their merry way and look for an attack of their own, the first of the game potentially.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be looking to carry some of that confidence from the last few games, and obviously they will back themselves to score some goals here. And well, as we say that, they do just that indeed, and get a good goal through Mbappe. So George Washington definitely not out of this at all. They bring it back to be in their favour in terms of this goal difference. So this is looking to be a very good game. Neither side looking particularly confident at the back. Iona looking a little bit better going forward as they're dribbling around with Mbappe in the box here, which is very dangerous. Kimpembe not wanting to get too close, but Donnarumma does manage to save it. So it looks like this could be a very attacking game here, with both sides, piling the pressure on and looking to get some very quick goals. 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes in, and we already have 3 goals. This is looking to be a high-scoring game.
It is indeed, and there's Lionel Messi, and it'll be put in, but it'll be offside. Hits the post, almost a goal from Messi, but very, very close stuff indeed. George Washington University regaining their lead, but for how long is the question, because it does look like it's going to be a lot of goals in this game. Mbappe running forward, look at the power, look at the sprint, look at the pace, and that is a fantastic finish at the end of it as well. And George Washington University have regained their 2-goal lead. Iona have been nullified. That is a fantastic goal. He used the new, I think it's like power sprint, I don't know what it's called, explosive sprint. Yeah. Something like that.
I remember reading it in patch notes.
Yeah, you double tap RT and you sprint a burst of pace, and used really well there in the perfect situation. But a chance for Messi, he's not going to take up that opportunity, and that was a fantastic goal. Beautiful stuff into the back of the net. Great finish from Lionel Messi.
A great finish indeed, and once again, Iona clawing their way back into this game. 3-2. This is got to be one of the highest scoring first halves we've seen in this tournament so far. These players are not looking very assured at the back, but they are definitely looking very comfortable going forward as Iona bag another goal with Kylian Mbappe. This is just running rampage for each other's teams here at the moment. Someone needs to try and calm down the play and try and hold some possession, or we could be seeing 10 goals scored in the first half here.
We really could be. This is a fantastic start to this second leg, but obviously, as you say, we want to see more tactical football. At the moment, it is just sprinting past the defence. Both players just missing a lot of tackles, so we'll have to see if they can tighten things up. But either way, Mbappe on the ball. He has got Messi in the middle. Is he going to be able to find him? Kimpembe is the man marking. Oh, the tackle goes in, and that's going to be a goal. That's going to be an easy finish, and George Washington have brought one goal back. They've regained that lead again. Oh my God, what on earth is going on here? What on earth is going on here?
Some tactical changes possibly coming out here with how, like I said, how free flowing this first half has been so far. Maybe some changes, try and shore up that back line. Just try and slow down the opposition here, because 7 goals already in this first half, and we've still got another 5 minutes in game, so not very long. But with how fast these guys have been scoring, that's plenty of time to get another goal here, and be wondering which side can get it. Obviously, George Washington, like I said, just pulling themselves back into the lead by 1 goal, so they will be looking to try and hold that. But Iona will obviously want to bring it back to level. But this is not how I expected this game to go. Obviously, these have been teams that have been in some very high scoring matches. We've had Iona have some blowout victories, and George Washington have had some go in their favour and some go against them. So it's been pretty clear that George Washington are susceptible to conceding a few goals, but Iona haven't shown the kind of weakness at the back line quite like they have in this game.
Yeah, they're not looking great defensively, to be honest. They're a lot of missed tackles, a lot of tackles at the wrong time. That's another missed tackle at the wrong time, and luckily Burnett will be there to cut out the ball. And currently 7-6 on aggregate, almost at the half-time whistle. And George Washington only had 3 shots in this game, and all 3 have been converted into goals. And that is the power of having PSG, having the likes of Messi, Mbappe and Neymar. Beautiful players to play with.
That they certainly are, and some of the close dribbling that these players have shown from both sides in the box have just kind of walked it around the opponent's defenders while they've been lunging on the tackles, and then quite comfortably found the back of the net. Thanks to the goalkeeper patch from a while ago, there isn't that really solid. Donnarumma isn't going to be saving every single one-on-one shot towards him, and that's showing in some higher scoring games here compared to what we were seeing earlier on in the tournament.
Yeah, very true indeed. Obviously, George Washington are 3rd currently in the standings, so they are one of the top teams in the tournament. Iona currently 1st, and Marquette 2nd, I believe. So, these are 2 of our top 4 teams. They are 2 of the best teams in the tournament, so it was bound to be close, but I don't think anybody would have thought it would have been quite this close. The final half of the set, the final half of the series, and there's just 1 goal currently in it. Going to be taking a long shot from Jorginho Wijnaldum, and Donnarumma picks it out of the sky fairly easy.
Yeah, he certainly didn't make that look too difficult, but the long shots have been something that players have been looking a lot more. I mean, it's more of the finesse shot when you're looking for the shot from range, rather than those driven shots. It's driven when you get kind of more inside the box, you hit it across the goalkeeper, and they tend not to quite know what they're doing. But another attack from George Washington, just slightly cut out, but Iona will want to settle. Like I say, they scored 4 goals in that first half, so they've proven that they can find a chance, and they can find the back of the net, which is at a goal down currently. That's exactly what they need to be doing a bit more, but they don't want to put everything forward, because George Washington have also done the same and shown that when given the chance they will also find the back of the net. Like I said, very clinical 3 shots, 3 goals in the first half, so Iona won't want to give them too many more chances.
Oh no, there is a very, very big missed opportunity there from Iona to increase their lead, or sorry, to bring it back to level pegging, and it has been missed by Kylian Mbappe. Very, very close indeed. Oof, that's one of the ones that could come back to haunt them. Either way, Messi coming forward for George Washington, bringing the ball forward. Verratti gives it to Kylian Mbappe, but tangled up with Fresnel Kimpembe, and Banat can pass it out from the back and get the ball away from the danger area.
Yeah. Both teams have certainly stalled in terms of their attacking area. I'm sure both teams have just kind of figured out what the other person's trying to do on the attack for the most part, and they're managing to cut it out now. So we're gonna have to see them, change up what they were doing. They can't just run for each other's teams like they were managing to do in that first half. Although here on a counter attack, George Washington will be looking to try and break away. They got Messi in the box, which is very dangerous. He tries to get that in the near post. Donnarumma was having none of that. He had the options. He could have played that across possibly and gone for the tramp goal. He is only, George Washington are only one goal up. They will want to take every chance they get as well and try and, pull this lead back to make it harder for Iona. But at the same time, Iona will do everything in their power, which they've shown, in previous matches at the very least, they've shown some very good strength and some very good ability. So we'll be expecting them to find a goal soon, but it's definitely slowed down a lot in this second half compared to what we were seeing in the first half.
Donnarumma with another great save, and it's going to be sent out for a corner kick as we are down to the last 22 minutes of this game. It's getting very, very close. It is coming down to the wire. Wijnaldum into the middle. Neymar Jr. on the chance, finds a shot, but Donnarumma with another great save, somehow keeping George Washington in this game. Iona have had plenty of chances, and that'll be offside from Kylian Mbappe. Iona have had so many chances in this game, and honestly, Donnarumma has been playing absolutely phenomenally.
He has indeed, but they've just, like I said, they've been a little bit less clinical. George Washington have had fewer chances, and they've still, got, only one less goal than Iona have so far in this game. So Iona just need to, try and figure out exactly what it is that they need to do to get that ball past Donnarumma at the end. Just be a little bit more.
That's a hard question because shooting's very interesting on this game. It's not great.
It's far from consistent, so that's it's something that a lot of people are trying to figure out.
Which is where the frustration is at, because you can have 10 expected goals, but your opponent can have 2 and you still lose because the enemy goalkeeper, the opposition goalkeeper saves everything. That is obviously one of the frustrations this year, and Sergio Ramos playing in the cam role, it looks like, for some reason. Not too sure. Obviously, centre back. I'm not here to question the tactics of George Washington. They can play what they want to play, but that is a bit.
I believe they have Ramos playing CDM.
Yeah, he was playing very high up at that point. Anyway, here comes Wijnaldum. Messi on the ball, good look for the shot, great block by Sergio Ramos, and that's why you want him a centre-back. Very good defensive awareness.
That he does have indeed, but he's not terrible on the ball. He's got good enough pace, and Marquinhos and Kimpembe against the front line that PSG have, as is the opposing team is normally going to be playing in this tournament. Marquinhos and Kimpembe are the preferred choice at centre half for that pace that they do have to try and deal with the fast breaking offense of PSG. So having Ramos just as that defensive stalwart kind of sweeper in front of that back line does seem like a good decision to me. And it's been working in this second half. It didn't obviously work as intended in that first half, but he could play the ball out. He's a man that's played.
Jorginho Wijnaldum is still on goal, but it's great defending once again from Banat and from George Washington.
Commit. Did very well there.
Exactly. Just waited for the player to make the decision. Really smart tactical defending. As we're running down to the last few minutes on the clock, a few people in chat are sweating, apparently. That should be at least a card. It will be a yellow card for Georginio Wijnaldum, as George Washington currently with a 1-goal lead. They're hanging on by the skin of their teeth. 1 minute to go. Can they hang on? Mbappe running it down the wing, and it looks like that'll be game over. Side tackle will come in. Don't know why we're even giving a free kick. Let's just call the game there. Either way, George Washington look like they're going to be picking up the win here unless the referee decides not to blow his whistle. And Iona College will take their first loss of the tournament.
It will, and like I said, an upset victory for sure. Not one that was expected coming into this game. Iona were, as you said, undefeated, so they were the slight favourites coming into this game. Obviously, George Washington had proved that they had it in them to win some games. They did very well last week, but a surprise victory here, and a very close one as well. And a crazy first half. No goal scored at all in that second half, though.
Yeah, very true. Very true indeed.
Very different halves of football there.
Yeah, two very different halves indeed. The voice of Calvin Unchanged Tucker. Obviously, we'll need to change that because we have the head of Unchanged Tucker this week. But either way, fantastic game. Obviously, George Washington picking up the win, beating Iona College for the first time this year. Congratulations to them. Commiserations to Iona. But we do have more games coming up for you guys. This isn't the only game we have for you tonight. There are plenty more to come as of yet. We have Manhattan versus Fairfield coming up. St. Peter's versus William and Mary. William and Mary off the back of their upset win versus St. John's University. And we've got Marquette versus St. John's, which should be a banger.